Right Hey? So we've got 10 then, are we? And Pelly got kicked as per normal. Let's go get him then, shall we? Alright, we'll welcome everybody in a second once we get going. Invite the game. Alright. Welcome everybody to XRL X1 season number 8, round number 8 at Monza, Italy. I'm joined by Jaleb and Mr. BTEC. I say Jaleb and, but it's not anymore, it's BTEC.
Oh, the BTEC's
BTEC.
actually gone. It only exists on
Yeah.
Xbox at the moment because I don't have the
Yeah.
money to change my gamer tag, but never on
Welcome, we
Xbox
are
anymore,
here.
so.
We have 10 drivers, but we have a unique thing. Waddington is going to start from the back of the field. As you've just seen, he's retired in the pit lane. So, we're doing something different this week. We're going to do well, actually, I'm going to do this, actually. Waddington started from the back last week and won the race. Correct? Can
Correct.
Waddington do a last to first challenge again to this week? That'll be the challenge.
I reckon this week gonna be a little bit easier, a little less drivers this week, but he's my pick to win the race, so.
We want a weather forecast at some time as well. We was going to do Willie gain the most places, but now I'm going to put the pressure right on top of him. We have got short qualifying, so no pressure, Wallington. But last the first challenging, yes or no? We're about to find out. 15 minutes to vote. And the first car we are riding on board with is Hayes. All dry, but it's very cloudy, but it is all dry. I'm gonna be nasty.
Whoa!
Well,
Hayes is dead.
Hayes is
Middle.
dead. That was a big one. Are you okay? Well, anyone want to say he can't park there? Well, Shredder will be the first car we'll ride on board with. We'll change that one quite quickly. Where's that? Can Wallington do last the first challenge? Hell no. He's gonna have lots of fun. I'm gonna muck around. It's just for funsies. Because I got a funny feeling Ryan is going to be the one to watch. But is Ryan going to start from the back as well? We'll see. He's on hard at the moment. Can't be too nice to Waldo. Christ. His head would get too big for his little body.
Then you get top heavy and it's all over.
It looked like one of those dolls, wouldn't it?
Waddle the bobblehead.
Hi Waldo, love you really. Right, Shredder first lap time down, 21 flat. We should be looking at low 20s, maybe a 19 at a push, but I don't think we might not see that, to be fair. Someone's just binned it. Liam is dead. Shakira is in the bin. Liam, you can't park there, mate. Well, you can, but it ain't a very good place to park. Join Dave in qualifying. That's what Dave does in quali. Dave did it twice yesterday. Straight after going, oh, Scary's so much easier this year, and then dead. Twice. Right, here we go. Arctic with a 1:20.323 fast lap so far. But at the moment, we've got a dead Hayes, a dead Shikari, and Waddington is retired in the pit lane. So, it's now a 7-car fight for pole. I think Shredder's in the pit lane.
We have one car on hards. Who is
yeah,
who's a 10th off second.
Well, saying that, I mean, I was on ours earlier, and I was only like a couple of tenths of the people on top. Like, what's going on over there?
I was only a tenth behind you in Q1 and X2.
I didn't even push though. I didn't push at all. I was like 4 tenths, 5 tenths slower than what I was doing. I did a practice qualifying with Watto in earlier. I was about half a second off of what I did there. They go into Q3 and I just didn't do nothing. But like I said, I'm just happy with what I got, to be fair. I mean, I wasn't expecting a lot, so. Mantic 4th, 1:21.482, slowest car so far. Air Max on a out lap, so is Pelly, so is Torpedo. Pelly is the first car, but they'll be careful here because they're all bunching up here. He's going to Air Max go, yeah. Start to the weekend. Mate, it's a good end to the weekend, nearly. Right, Air Max is boxing already, so we're going on with Pelly then. Pelly, then Torpedo, only 2 cars on laps, everyone else is on, well, in laps. I don't know what Ryan's doing, whether Ryan is actually just running around like a headless chicken, or if he's having a hurricane. Gonna go faster. Nope. I think he's just doing practice. That's what I laughed at. How much fuel is Ryan running with? Let me see. He's got, I think it's 2 points in laps of fuel, I can't see. Stop turning so I can see. 1.2. Yeah, don't turn at turn 1 so I can see what you're doing. Right, through Lesmo number 2. Going up to the Scary. He's getting a bit of a tow from a teammate. Very Arctic. An American working with a Dutchman. Who would have thought it? Going through a Scary. Nicely done. I don't know, but I predicted no, just for funsies, just to wind Watto up. Lucky Doo's here. Way, we got 11. Woo. Celebrate having another car. Right, Pelly. We're expecting a 19. We're going to get one. No. 20.5. The 1-2 Ferrari at the moment. Torpedo is going to try and torpedo his way into top 5. And he does. Third. 120.971. Right then. Ooh. Ryan has just gone even faster. 120.5 on hard tyres.
Those hards,
Lucky
like, I don't know what it is with them. They just they
they're
work so
fantastic.
nicely here. Yeah,
they're fantastic. And it was like, oh, I can't wait to get off these hards because the mediums are going to be so much, but no, they're not, mate. Nah. The hards are literally the race tyre around here, which is crazy when you think it's the fastest circuit. Well, it's the second fastest, isn't it? Behind Australia, isn't it? Or is it the fastest?
I mean,
actually, would Saudi be faster? Not Saudi, is it Saudi?
I think this is the fastest average speed, like maintained throughout the lap.
Yeah, because I say Saudi's. I mean, apart from sector
Saudi,
1, it's an absolute. Obviously, because
flat
it's a
out,
longer
yeah,
lap,
most
though,
of
isn't
it.
it? But
Yeah.
yeah, so Air Max about to start a lap. We want to go off the grass first, though, Mr. Frenchie. Let's go. AlphaTauri, only the car that gets a set lap time that isn't dead. Right, Pelly's on a lap, in laps, so's Ryan Hurricane, Torpedo as well, and Shredder all on in laps, I believe. I don't know about Shredder actually. Shredder might be on a lap actually. Is Shredder on a lap? I think Shredder's on a lap. 2 turns up, yeah, he is. So he would jump past Torpedo into 4th at the moment. Yeah, I was thinking Austria, but then I don't think it is because of the 2 long straights, so it's going to be interesting. I think he's actually boxing. Shredder is boxing. He's done. Well, so Lucky Do, I might have to try and invite Lucky Do again. Let me quickly try and grab him if I can. He needs to hard restart his game. I mean, still getting in at the moment, so I don't know what he's doing.
Max finally posts a lap at 120.987.
Goes to 5th. Right, Arctic is about to start a lap. Also, is that a Haas, you know? What is it? It is the one, it is a Haas. And after Alfa Romeo coming out is one. There's no hits either, there's a lot of people that I'm surprised is not here. With Alfa Romeo's obviously, no offence, but after X2, Alfa Romeo's need some points after in the in the overall Constructors' Championship because they just lost the X2 Championship lead. And obviously both Ferraris are here, which are going to really hurt them in the X1 Championship. So
That was
this
unlucky,
is going to be
unlucky for
interesting.
the Alfa Romeos and X2.
Yeah.
They both look pretty strong in quality. So.
What's it now? Yeah, I mean there's a 53-point gap between the Alfa and the Ferraris, but it only takes a 1-2 from the Ferraris and Alfa to finish 5th or 6th, and there goes 30 points. Well, I mean 20 points, sorry. There's still 4 races to go as well. We've got anniversary weekend next weekend as well at Mexico. Right, Arctic, are you going to improve on a 20.3? You do with a 20.2, 1.3. Still not a 19 yet though, we're still waiting for it. We know... Okay, Wallington would have been there. Ryan has done a 20.583, gone to 3rd. Well, stays in 3rd, I should say, sorry. Actually, he's just starting a lap even knowing it's lying, so we're right on board with him. Championship leader, Mantic also on a lap, he's just about to cross the line. He goes to 4th, 120.648. Literally, there's one Aston Martin, which is Waddington. He's obviously starting back. He's doing oh, how was that not invalidated? That's a massive, interesting. I didn't think you could cut that corner that much. Cheers, Ryan, for showing me that after I've raced. Good information for next year, new game. Yeah, watch next year. That curve be like 4 foot tall.
But we should have a second up.
Yeah, he should be though. He's on softs. He should get about half a second here as well. Hard to softs somewhere there.
Should be at 19.7.
I reckon 19.9. Actually, no. He should be at he should be about 19.5.
Oh, that's gonna be plus 20. I think after
two tenths gone there. Yeah, 20.1.
Yeah.
He threw away 19 there. It's unlucky.
Unlucky.
A little bit too wide on that final corner.
I did learn something today in quali though, Mike. On this track, you can do 2 ERS laps. The second lap you have to. You have to do a little bit of funny business. You got to turn it off, and, like when you hit the chicanes.
You know, you only need like 65 to 70% battery, and you basically. I mean, some of us actually look at this. We're on with Shredder. He's down to 40% now, 30%. He can't do it. He's boxing again. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on with him, but okay. Right, so Arctic is on cooldown lap now. He's on a hot lap. He's just doing now. On the second run of these tyres though.
I wonder if Ryan's going to do another lap or not.
How much fuel's he got? Can't see. No, he's not. No, he's got like 0.8. Tell you something though, there's a lot of people in the prediction there that's got a lot of faith in Watto. No pressure.
Watch him crash turn 1.
Don't say that. You know what it's like? People say that and then it happens. Oh, Arctic, yeah, I thought that was going to happen. A little bit too wide for the exit of Scary, and he invalidates, and that is that lap done. Air Max then, about to start his last run in qualifying. Well, unless he's going to do 2 runs, he might have enough fuel for that. I don't see what he's got. I think he's got 3.0, but look on things, yeah, 2.9 now, so he hasn't got enough fuel to go 2 runs. Actually, He might if he invalidates his run early and then basically lifts and coasts for a bit more of the lap. Be on the edge though of doing it. I'd say we were expecting a 19 from either Pelly, Arctic or Ryan Hurricane. I would think Shredder probably as well, if he can get the lap together, but at the moment it's looking like he keeps making little mistakes by looking at things. Because he's backed out his lap twice now. Torpedo and Mantic are very close to each other on their outlaps. Might want to back up a little bit. Because, yeah, I mean, the toe isn't really that much around here.
The dirty air will hurt you more in the slow speed corners.
Yeah, and Pelly and Ryan Hurricane, they've just got the pits together. I think Pelly's on a lap, actually, so Ryan got away from him. That's what those yellow flags for. Torpedo has got the way for Air Max down the straight, final corner, Parabolica. And all you hear is in the end because it crashed. Air Max 4th, 120.587 into P4. Pelly going through Lesmo number 2. We're going to be his run as well. Yeah, he's got 1.3 laps of fuel left, so it's one hit or nothing. Got to get the Scary right though, pretty much. If you can get a Scary right, you'll be fine.
Got 2 tenths.
Would it be enough to get past Ryan? But would it be? I mean, as teammate, sorry, but is it enough to get past Ryan? He needs 0.21 to get 0 to get through past him, probably area. But more than that, actually, like 11. Right, Pelly. Going wide exit over the ceiling. Nope, he lost a lot of time on that parabolic coast. But I mean, in qualifying, it's literally, I found you can't tighten that corner. Shredder then is warming his tyres up, so he's not on a lap then. Ryan Hurricane then. And Torpedo's actually on a lap as well. What's Torpedo doing? What are you doing? Actually, is he on a lap or is he backed out of it? He's backed out of his. He's going to go again. So here's the back on O'Brien then. I'm trying to get Torpedo to see a lap as well. All the drivers like Mantic as well, but Mantic's just started. Torpedo's on a cooldown lap. He's going to go again. Shredder's the same. I don't know about Arctic. I think Arctic might be going again. Right. Pelly can't. I think Pelly's done from qualifying.
Ryan's on a smashing lap.
So Air Max is done. This is the technical part. You can see this right, and then get that parabolica right. Don't touch the green. A lot better and a lot better line. Yeah, that's what I say. That's the fastest line. Is that there? Let's see then. Pole. Yep. 120.022 provisional pole. Only Arctic, I believe, now that can beat that. And he is going through into Lesmo number 1 and 2. We'll jump over to Mantic though. Mantic is on a lap, but he's invalidated. Torpedo going through Ascari, 2 tenths up. He wouldn't jump anyone, he would stay in 6th for the moment though. What's Shredder doing? I can't see what Shredder's up on time or not. It didn't pop up when I was looking on the right hand side to see if it told us or not, but it doesn't. I will go over to Shredder in a second though. Right, Torpedo has run out of fuel.
Arctic is dead even on his time.
Yeah, and Shredder final corner. He's not going to be happy at the moment, as where he is at the moment. He's only 6th, 120.7. That's a surprise. And Arctic's boxing. We are done. Big surprise though. Shredder only 6th. Is he running too low wing for around here? We know he runs low wings. I mean, we found this out yesterday, didn't we, when we were doing practice, that running too low costs you too much. So I'm wondering if he's running a little bit too low, where the rear is a bit lively and he's losing time coming out of the corners. We'll see the 1 second separates the top 7. Obviously, I mean, Hayes and Liam would both be up there and then top in them within a second, as well as Wado. I mean, Wado probably would have been close to pole, as we've seen yesterday. He did 19.8 and 19.7, I think it was. So we know he would have been up there. But well, Ryan Hurricane has pole position, and the point for it 120.022. Second is Arctic 120.213. Pelly's third, 120.359. Then Mantic in 4. 5 is Air Max. 6 is Redder. 7 is Torpedo. Hayes crashed out. So did Shikari. And Waddington decided to start from the back of the field. That is why that prediction was up there for. Will Waddington come from the back of the field to win the race from last to first? Jeff, are you good to do the standings, please?
Yep. Oh. No, not X2. 1. Oh, all right. Run down the driver's standings at the moment. At the top of the table, you have today's pole setter, Ryan Hurricane, on 134 points. Back in second place, up 2 positions after his first to last victory from last week, Waddington on 80 points. Then we have Shredder on 79 points, Pele on 72 points, down 2 positions from last week. Fifth, we have Arctic Prodigy on 53 points. Sixth is Mantic Meerkat on 51 points. Seventh is Exit Spot, 44 points. And then Prudish down 2 places, 40 points in 8th place. In ninth, we have XRL Zach on 26 points. Tied for 10th, we have Torpedo and Herbago on 20 points. 12th, we have Lucky Dew on 15 points. And 13th, tied for 13th, is Shikari and CMP Official with 12 points. We have Gabo in 15th on 8 points. Air Max 15th on 6 points. Jabus John in 17th on 5 points. And Moist is in 18th on 3 points. And then the bottom is XRL, XX, and Evan Highland on 0 points. And we have a look at constructors. Top on the table is Alfa Romeo on 178 points. In second, we have Ferrari on 125 points. In third, Aston Martin on 94 points. Fourth, Boss on 80 points. Fifth, McLaren on 71 points. Sixth is Mercedes on 52 points. Seventh is Williams on 36 points. Eighth, Alpine on 34 points. Ninth, AlphaTauri at 32 points. And at the bottom, Red Bull on 25.
So it's a close battle for the constructors. I think the drivers is close to being over, but like I say, we'll see. You never know. We've got 4 races to go, including this one. Right, what are we looking at for start time? I believe we are starting in 3 minutes time. At the moment though, mixed grid of what to go on. We found out earlier though that the hard start was the optimal. It noticed that massively in X2. So whether people actually paid attention to X2 or not, we don't know. The only X2 driver that actually reserving in X1 is on the hard compound tyre, so telltale. So we noticed that massively, didn't we, when we did it?
Yep.
Just felt like you could push more on that hard when we were on the hards, and then when it went to mediums, the mediums didn't die so much on the lower fuel.
Yeah, I struggled. I started on the mediums and I struggled in the first stint.
I'm surprised you went to start on mediums though, because we said that last night that because obviously we're teammates in realistic that hard was definitely the style to start on. So I was surprised I see you on the mediums.
Yeah, I thought I'd try something a little bit different. See if the hards were better when the car was lighter. They were, but I lost too much time on the mediums for it to have the effect I was hoping it would have had. Plus, I was also banking on an early safety car, which
never come.
Usually happens in X2. We actually had a race with no safety car.
It's actually the 3rd time in 8 races now that we've not had a safety car. It actually has less safety cars and less dying the next one.
Yeah, we only had one DNF today.
And that was through Ascari, which is, like I say, guaranteed to normally lose somebody there. Which was a shame, because I think it was Windex, wasn't it? And like I said, it was further down. It was at the exit, not right on the exit of Ascari. That's probably why it wasn't a safety car as well, was because it was further down. They were right down the left-hand side, weren't they? So, and off the track, so that's probably why there wasn't a safety car.
And I don't think he was in the back when it happened. I don't think there were too many cars behind him.
No, when I looked at, oh no, here we go.
Oh. It wouldn't be X1 if we didn't have a possible lobby breaking situation.
Hopefully, because he's on the newer Xbox, it won't do it. We found that it's all been on the older Xboxes that I seem to have the problem with the break in the lobby, but let's touch wood and whistle and hope it's okay. Well, we're going, and he's back in, so...
But I don't think he'll be able to get into his car.
He'll be able to take the control just as the lights are going from red to green. I noticed that when I joined last time. So, right then, the front four all on mediums, but are they? No. Pelly's just moved to hards. I thought someone would be a little bit late doing it, but it does look like we do have 3 medium runners, and it is a surprise of Ryan being on the mediums. And Arctic has followed, but Pelly and Arctic both doing different strategies, which is the right thing to do, with both being at the front.
Mantic's also on mediums.
Yeah, well, he's about to find out why you don't start on.
Ryan, Arctic, and Mantic, the only 3 cars on the grid on mediums.
You know, they'll be faster for the first 3 or 4 laps, and then it starts to get a bit interesting. And then by lap 8, you are burning, basically, corn. So.
Yeah. You're running on dead tires that are graining at the same time.
And you've got to go to at least lap 11. Really, lap 10 you can get away with, but it's then having to look after the hards at the end of the race. So what do you want to be on, older hards or older mediums? You're about to find out. Rear left is the one you want to protect. That is the problem tyre. Front left can also be it, but the rear left is the big one. So we say Ryan's on pole on the mediums, then Arctic behind him in seconds, also on the mediums. So it's but pretty much I think the Ferrari's just gonna try and cover Ryan off, either Pelly or Arctic. So
Ryan's on for a real fast formation lap here.
Yeah, but they don't lose tyre temps, do they? Once they got on the grid, so it's all good. Shikari has decided to join Waddington on cold tyres, so I'm not too sure what's happened there. But either way, guys, you can't park on that DRS straight, I'm pretty sure. So nothing better than starting in 10th, well, basically last and second to last on really cold, hard tyres. It's the best thing to do at Italy.
Yeah.
Go get to turn 1. But yeah, so Pelly in thirds on the hards, 4 is Mantic on the mediums, and then everyone else, Air Max, Shredder, Torpedo, Hayes, Shikari, and Waddington all on hard compound tyres. And Ryan's decided, I don't want to park in my parking spot, I'll park a bit further back. So, advantage Arctic if he can get purple on that line. And he has. So, and so's Pelly. So, we have no lights, so I can't see nothing, but we are ready to go for round number 8 at Italy Monza, drive-through Waddington.
That's...
Wow. He wants to do around the first challenge with a drive-through. Air Max, Mantic going side by side. 3 wide turn 1. Air Max, Pelly, and an Alfa Romeo. Ryan Hurricane's on the outside. Ryan Hurricane's been sent on the outside and out on the exit curve with a 5-second time penalty. He was forced off. They were going 3 wide. Mantic's got past Shredder. Ryan has...
And Hayes has the disqualified glitch.
Oh, no. There's not much we can do with that. Waddington's got up to 6, but he has a drive-through to serve. I don't know whether there was a broken bit in the lobby or not. I don't know. But Shikari has left, so are they calling a restart? I believe they might be. Looks like I wonder if Waddo got that drive-through.
Lobby restart. Yeah. And Waddo puts himself into a wall
and kills a Williams at the same time. There's a Williams for you. Pile up. I love it when they say lobby restart and then half the grid dead. It's like,
Yep, just
oh.
chaos.
I mean, it's like technically it's watching X1 race.
Yeah.
just the DNFs come very much earlier than they do later. Liam, can you send me the grid from the qualifying, please? I know most of them, but I just want to make sure that you got them. I've got them, but I just want to make sure you're doing your job. Right. Friends only. Got to keep him on his toes, because if I'm obviously not all the streamers are gonna get the screenshots. So I think I got. So I'm saying that I'm making sure I have got the screenshots. I might not actually have them. I don't think I have, for once. So I don't actually have them. So, but if I clip that though, I might have it on there though. Right. So we're doing now Monaco, yeah. That's the point. Ryan would probably want Monaco. He can guarantee to hold on to the lead. Right, track. Monza. Right, lobby's back up. Hayes, how about not glitching out the lobby this time, please? Weather forecast was all dry, so we'll do that. That's fine. What's the grid? Well, it doesn't matter because it's clear, so that's fine. Weekend instructor completely off. Realistic, it is a custom grid. Just checking the simulation damage. That's fine. Right, need people to get in the lobby, and I'll invite Jeffrey. Liam, if you got the grid, if you tag me, if you thing it. Right, Jeff, and I'll go get Shredder as well. Shredder. I'm not too sure I've got it on the stream, so let's have a look. Well, no, I don't, because I've only got from there, so I haven't actually got it, so... Oh, I think he's alright, that's alright. I got it. So we're putting Ryan Hurricane last, yeah? But to be fair, he probably wouldn't mind, but yeah. Liam, let me just sort this out first. But to be honest, mate, I probably would say no. I think it'd be unfair, because he did try and get in. Whether he couldn't connect or not, I don't know. But I would message him first. We need Pelly! Get your Dutch ass in here. Air Max. Shredder. Torpedo. I'm missing Torpedo as well. Hayes is in here. Okay, now they make sure no one ready's up this time, not like last week. Right, so we are missing 2 people, and that is Torpedo and Pelly. Hayes got kicked on the restart. On the lobby when we went on the formation lap, and then got disqualified, and Waldo got the false drive-through penalty thing. That's what happened, Pelly. So it's Torpedo and Pelly are missing on. We are going to invite him now. Well, why did you move when he ghosted for? Can't you go and follow the lights just like normal people? Invite the game. Any other normal people follow the actual lights. Right, that's Pelly in. We just need Torpedo in now. Right. I love it when you get some of the actual like other Europeans, when you get OK twice. Right, I'll note down one. So Ryan, Arctic, Pelly, Mantic, Air Max, Shredder, and then Torpedo goes here, but he's not here. Always waiting for a Scottish guy. Right, so he's not coming then. Right, okay. I think it's done then. We're going then. So it should be right, because what I might have got is right anyway. Because hopefully no one rallies up early. Torpedo isn't here for the restart, that's why we got 9. Right then.
Oh, so now we're we down to 9 now?
Yep, because Torpedo's pulled out and I'm now going, well, if it was a full qualifying, then you're saying you can't do the race now because of thingy, restart. And I'm going, well, if it was full qualifying, you would have been longer anyway. Okay.
I know the lobby restart took less time than Q2 and Q3.
Water to the bin. How you doing, Mr. Sack? Bower Power! My god, long time no see. Who are you, still alive? Well,
China!
China.
Fucking Sack just ended up in the chat.
All time Chinese and that when we're doing Monza.
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. How's life in Chicago?
Now we're good. Apart from pretty much half the grid pulling out today, which is pretty much seems to be the motto for the day. We had 3 people go join as a reserve and 8 people pull out, which was like, huh? I mean, if only Jeff did that, he wouldn't have so many kids. We even had somebody pull out now in the middle of qualifying, which was awesome. Right, well, no one's really up early this time, which is a good start. No, not really. Plus, the game is probably the worst F1 game they've ever made. I think we're pretty much all in agreement with that. I still reckon Waddo should have a drive-through at the start of the race. He got one on the last lobby thingy and he gets away with it. That's not fair. Yeah, it is. The new one looks fantastic though, so touch wood and whistle and pray to God. Literally, hopefully they get the the assist right for a start, because that is the biggest one that's really irking me.
Yeah, OP full traction.
Yeah, full traction, basically like running no assist now. Yeah.
Full traction. No 0-0 wings.
Yeah. Pretty much making any setup that you build now pretty much non and void, because literally everyone would just shove on literally lowest possible wings and play with a high suspension and low rear suspension.
It's like the old EA hockey game where like there was a spot in the ice you could go, and if you shot a wrist shot to the top corner, it would go every time. It would freeze the goaltender. It was known as the glitch goal. And if you played in the higher division you played, people would just exploit it.
Yeah. Right then. Well, I don't know when we're supposed to go going here now, but Ryan's on pole at the moment on mediums. So far, all the ones that started on mediums earlier are staying on mediums. Shikari's
we're going
mediums.
2 minutes. We're going in 2 minutes.
So hopefully they've put their setups on. At least Ryan this time could put his setup on unlike last week. Right then. So if anyone changes, obviously we did work out, as we were saying earlier, that the medium and hard, the harder strategy at the start is better than the medium for the tyres, because the tyre on the rear left is garbage.
You're gonna see the whole field on fucking hards now.
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, in my opinion, it's the best route, purely because of that left rear. The left rear is just horrible on those mediums. The start of the fuel, obviously with the heavy fuel and all that, the rear tyre is literally you're hanging on to it near the end of the race, so you pretty much never nurse it, which is what I ended up having to do in realistic last night. That's why I binned it. I was trying to nurse it. Right, then we go at 43 minutes past in 1 minute, but at the moment then only 2 cars on the soft mediums. I say softs, mediums. Softs are pretty much non and void now unless you're doing 2 laps. Well, 3 laps, 4 laps sort of thing. They all have a fresh set of tyres, so all have at least 1 set of hards, 1 set of mediums, and 5 sets of softs minimum. Or they're going with the harder run, which is what I would presume that everyone's going, is the harder compound, with it only being the race, sorry. So they have 2 sets of hards, 2 sets of mediums, and 3 sets of softs. No, 2 sets of softs. Yeah, 2 sets. Right then. So I think, at the moment, it looks like we're going to be going exactly the same way as we did last time, except for Torpedo's not here, but the rest of the other three cars are all still on the mediums. Everyone else on the hards. But Prodigy is staying on those mediums. I think basically the Ferraris are doing one copies Ryan and the other one does the other strap. Right. Should be the formation lap, isn't it? I'll say, is it actually doing it? Yeah. There you go, Ryan, Arctic on the mediums, then Pelly on the hards, Mantic on mediums, and then Air Max, Shredder, Hayes, Shikari, and Waddington all on the hard compound tyres. It is the formation lap, isn't it?
Yep.
No, it doesn't say formation lap.
Oh, it doesn't, and it says green flag. Yeah. The track. Oh boy.
Or should it actually not be the formation lap, and actually Ryan's like got a massive.
Well, no, yeah, it should be because it says lap 0, so if it went green,
no one's got
would be
deltas,
lap
so there's no deltas on the left hand side. We just have no formation lap and have no strategy on the bottom of the screen. So, but it is a mediums for like between 11 and 13 laps, and then hards to the end, or hards around about lap 14 to 15 area. It's optimal. Optimal, I think, is 15 laps on the hards and 12 laps on the mediums. Oh, there we go. Now we have it.
at the end of the formation lap. It was weird because it popped up on my feed at the beginning of the lap.
It was right somewhere. Still not got the formation lap though, but yeah. Let's see if Ryan can park in his box this time and not give Arctic a half a car stretch on him.
We got Shakira fucking decorating the parabolica there with polystyrene.
Watch the swearing though, mate. Please.
Oh, there. Habit.
I know. I have to learn to stop it as well.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Right, so Ryan's on the line and we are looking like we're about to go. I'm not too sure what that McLaren's doing, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you get to the grid spot, but okay. He got there in the end. Been watching Lando too much. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and at Italy Monza, round number 8 is underway for X1. What are you going to say?
And we're up.
And we're off, and there's a great start. Oh, Ryan's done a little bit of a slide. Oh, there's been some contact between a Haas and a McLaren, I believe. Oh, there's more contact. Ryan's been tagged from Antic. And there is going to be some swearing there. guaranteed that. Waddington has also dropped position to Air Max. I bet there's some illegal overtakes there, but Mantic...
Watto had to go straight through turn 1. He
Yeah,
had nowhere else to go. The track was blocked, so he had to give the positions back.
Yeah, at least he didn't get a penalty for it though, but that means our race leader is now at the back of the field after contact at turn 1. This has seemed to happen. Well, it's happened in every race, that someone's been tagged at turn 1. So Mantic is on the back of Air Max, but I don't know if he's got damage. He's lucky if he hasn't. He's caused Ryan massively, and he's going to get penalty points for it.
That was very clumsy. Very clumsy.
It is. I mean, we all know that the slipstream's massive. We know it's an early braking zone at turn 1 around Monza, but they still seem to go in the back of people. But this has helped Arctic though. Arctic has got to P1, Shredder is up to 2, Hayes is now down to 4 because Pelly has just overtaken it to 3. So Hayes is now 4, Max is 5, Mantic is 6, Waddington 7, Ryan's now 8. She's got past Shikari, but look on things yet, Shikari is just behind. So Ryan is back up to 8, so Ryan's got to do some stepping on the gas now to get back up it. Mantic is going for a move on Air Max up to P5. So it means it's gone late again. And there's a bit of contact between him and Air Max. Oh, Waddington's there on the right hand side, left hand side looking back. Him and Air Max fighting with, well, Mantic and Air Max fighting. All nearly got pulled up in it. There's Waddington's view there. Oh, Air Max makes them a little mistake. Waddington on the inside. And he's up into P6. Ryan Hurricane had a look as well, but not being able to this time. And Ryan is now behind Air Max in 7th and 8th. But Prodigy has got a massive chance here to pull away. He's got fresh air on those mediums. He's 1.8 seconds clear now. He needs to try and probably gap that about 9 or 10 seconds really. Ryan's got a great line there. He's going to stop behind Air Max, so Air Max makes a little mistake through Ascari. Ryan's using his battery, trying to get past Air Max. Air Max isn't fighting it and lets over, and then Ryan Hurricane up to P6, 7, behind Waddington in 6. Shikari having a look as well into Parabolica, but doesn't get it, and he stays in 9th position. Pelly fast lap of the race, and Air Max has spun coming out of Parabolica, which is so easily done. Too much power. Simple as that, easy done.
Yeah, that's also a corner you do not want to turn your ERS on until you're out of it either.
Well, you can if you put if you can get the car straight enough, fast enough, you can. But yeah. But doesn't look like he's got damage, so hopefully he can keep going. I mean, if he has got damage, it's medium now. If he's got enough of if he picked the other compound. So Mantic on the back of Hayes, Waddington's on the back of that, and Ryan's on the back of Waddo. So this is now a 4-car train for P4. And Air Max has hit the inside curb too much, second chicane, and he's gone. Gotta watch that inside curb, it sends you. Right, Mantic on the back of Hayes still. 2 tenths separating them, 3 tenths now for Ascari. Mantic has got no battery whatsoever. Hayes has got 40%, Waddington's got 40, Ryan Hurricane has got 70. You've got a possessed Ryan Hurricane coming, I got a funny feeling. Arctic 123.368. I'm pretty sure you got a very angry Alfa Romeo driver right now, 122.999. See the fight in front as well of Mantic and the Merc of Hayes. Everyone in here is apart from Hayes is X1, Hayes is X2.
It's a very strong track for Hayes though. He's had pace all weekend long.
Yeah, he's just made a few mistakes. Oh, Mantic, Jesus. The problem is for Mantic, he's got no battery left, so if he gets out of that DRS, he is done. Ryan's just behind it over for Lesbo on 1 and 2. And Arctic has got to 2.3 now. Clear of Shredder in 2nd, 3rd is Zapelli. I mean, all of this has helped Shredder massively, because he is up all the way up to second in the up from 6th position, up 4 places. I mean, Hayes is up 3, Waddington's up 3. Obviously, Ryan's down 6, Air Max is down 4 after his 2 spins. Problem is, obviously in the DRS train right now behind Hayes. I mean, once Hayes, it might be in trouble in a second because Hayes just made a little mistake there. But problem is, Mantic has no ERS to do anything with. So he's going to go for the move on the inside now. He's got this time, I think. Bit of contact. Oh, more contact because he's rode the curb. And Waddington moves up to 5th position. Ryan Hurricane moves up to 6th. Mantic down to 7. What happened then was a little bit of a squeeze from Mantic onto Hayes. Hayes jumps the curb and comes across and hits him. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, Ryan's got damage. Off the back of Hayes. Waddington going too wide with Hayes through the second chicane. Ryan now's got damage. Oh, that's the problem. It can't go any worse, can it? At the moment, an Arctic's first, second is Shredder, third is Pelly, 4 is Waddington, 5 is Hayes, 6 is Ryan Hurricane. Ryan can, he's gonna hit him. Jesus Christ. He scares me every time he's behind somebody. Right, Ryan can go to the end on those, go to hards though to the end now. They can go 20, I think he can go 22 laps on them. Because I went 21 laps on them.
Yeah,
and
this
Ryan's
is around when
hards than I am.
This is right around when low box too, when his went to the end in X2 as well.
You could tell Mantic's running super low wings because of the way he's braking. But Ryan up past Hayes, and damage can't be super bad for Ryan because he's managing to still be there.
It looks like it's just an end plate he's missing.
Yeah, Pelly's on the back of Shredder now though as well for second and third. The 2 hard runners. But like I said, the Arctic though is not pulling away as much as what you would expect though, mediums to hards. 6 laps in, he's now 3 seconds, and that ain't a lot. He'll lose that on the pit stops between them.
And now Waddington's in clean air now too. He's going to start to
4.2. Ryan's losing a little bit through Lesmos, which is what you would expect, but he needs to try and get clear of Hayes and Mantic. And both Mantic and Hayes have gotten pretty much out of the ERS now, so Ryan's got 54%, Waddington's got 36%. Pretty much this is the fight, and so is the one with Pelly and Shredder. We're going to go on board with that now. It's going down the straight. Is he close enough? Well, Pelly's got no ERS, but Shredder's got 40%, so it's 40 versus 20. So Shredder should hold on to this now as well. Actually, is Shredder letting Pelly past? Yeah.
He was not burning any ERS at all.
No, I don't think he thought that. I don't think Shredder thought that at all. Waddington and Ryan still 4.2 behind it, and Mantic has got past Hayes up to P6. That fight might be over now as well. I don't know if they got damage or what. I don't think they have. Oh, he's completely blown that corner. He's going to lose about 3/10 there now. More than that. Yeah, it's going to grow quite big then. So Shikari now on this back of this fight now after the fight between Mantic, Hayes and Ryan and Waddington. So now Shikari's back on the back of this.
Hayes has lost DRS too as well.
Yeah, and Shredder has lost 2/10 in the last couple of the corners, so... Well, Ryan didn't get much TV time last week, but he's got some this week. Whether he wanted it or not, I don't know. Sometimes when you don't have the actual stream on you, it means you're blitzing in front, miles away. Which is pretty much Arctic. We haven't really seen him. He is here. There's Arctic. Hi. All by yourself. He's strolling along all by himself in P1. Pelly in second, but he's under pressure now from Shredder. 7/10 behind. Waddington has got Ryan Hurricane for company. Ryan does, there you go, see the damage on Ryan Hurricane's car on the left end plate. is gone. And then you have the 3-car train of Mantic, Hayes and Shikari in 6, 7, 8. Mediums will be boxing in the next 3 to 4 laps. Maybe 5. One of them might try and push it to 5. Problem is for Ryan as well is that the damage is on the left hand side of the car, and that's where the worst. That's where most of the tyre wear is on as well. So.
Yep.
It's on the back of Waller now, but it's 2-3 tenths behind, but it's up to 5 for Ascari because of wing damage. Yeah, Shikari on the back of that as well. They are slowly. Waddington is slowly being shredded now. It's down to 3.8. I mean, the other thing as well, it's not the first time that Mantic and Ryan has actually had an incident either, which doesn't also help, because normally when it happens multiple times, it's like, dude, what are you doing? A bit like when Hamilton and Max had incidents, wasn't it, that last year? It's like when it multiple times, it's like, dude, what? So Arctic leads it, 2nd is Pelly, 3rd is Redder, 4 is Wallington, 5 is Ryan, 6 is Bantic, 7 is Hayes, 8 is Shikari, and 9 is Air Max. No one has penalties yet, but Air Max is 23 seconds behind after his 2 spins, one at Parabolica and the one at second chicane. I can't remember what that's called. Remember what it's called? Second chicane? I can't remember what it's called. Oh, Shikari though, back to Hayes. I think I'm trying to think of Miranes or something. I'm trying to think of that. Yeah. Not a lot is happening right now. Ryan's still 5 to 6 tenths behind. Hayes is still half a second, as well as Shikari. They're pretty much staying the same. Pretty much Watto and Ryan's lapping about. Actually, Ryan has pulled a bit more on that because of the DRS, but then Watto will get away, obviously, because of the damage that Ryan's got. He's not managing to do anything because of the damage. And this is where Watto will gain a couple more tenths through these next 2 corners because of the Lesmos. Yeah, and Pelly's starting to reel in Arctic now. This is where you're starting to see the mediums drop off compared to the hards. He's lost about half a second the last lap or so. Actually, I wonder if Arctic has made a mistake, you know. He's losing a bit more time, so why is he making a mistake? How's his tyres looking? This is rear left. Yeah, the grain is quite balanced, rear left. He's boxing, yeah. I just looked at, if you look on his car going in the pit lane and look at his rear left. It's a very early pit stop for those mediums. Ryan's also in, that's no surprise there. It's got that damage, it's killed him. I take it he's fixing it, surely. Surely he's fixing it, yeah. Just want to make sure, that's all. The Mantic's now the only car on the mediums. Yeah. More than hammer time, it is attack mode. And he's come up behind Air Max as well, so that's not going to be great for him. They're probably hoping to come out in fresh air. Yeah. No, I don't think he would have boxed if he didn't have the wing damage. Well, and I was just seeing him on board then. I thought Hayes was going to go for a move on. Mantic and Shikari makes a little mistake for Shikari and manages to hold on to it. I mean, if that was me with Air Max now, with Ramazan getting on my gearbox in a minute, like he's going to probably, I wouldn't even bother fighting it. Because it's not really part of Air Max's fight now. Air Max is not really in anyone's fight now. Mantic is into the pits lane, so everybody on the mediums has no box now. He's the final car to box. And now, Shredder is on the back of Pelly, because Arctic is behind Mantic, but he won't be in a second. There you go, Arctic goes back into 6. Well, race leader, that before the pit stops, is now in 6th position. And he's in a lot of fresh air, 10 seconds. And Air Max is in the pits, so is he going to go, what did he start on? He started on hards though, didn't he, Air Max? It's a very early pit stop for all the hard tyres, so has Air Max got damage? No, it doesn't look like it, it's just a pit stop onto mediums. I don't think those mediums are going to get to the end, mate. We'll find out. There goes Shredder! He's still alive. Watch out on the rejoin. Watch out on the rejoin. I used that images then of him spinning right across track. That moves Wallington and Pelly up to 1 and 2. Shredder is now down to 5th position. The biggest problem he's going to have now is that Arctic is behind him. And he was racing Arctic for the race win. And Pelly. That spin might have hurt him massively. Right, Mantic and Ryan Hurricane fall 7 and 8. After Ryan having to fix his broken wing because of the collision at turn 1 with Mantic, he is behind him. And Ryan Hurricane 122.559, fast lap so far. And Ryan Hurricane, is he going to move up into the P6, 7? Yep. Mantic's on a fight, yeah. Trying to get a decent view of it, there you go. And Ryan does move up into P6, 7. Ryan needs to try and break the toe now and get out of DRS of Mantic to get clear. Shikari behind Hayes as well. Hayes is gone through Ascari, DNF, and that's a safety car. Should be, but it's not. We're talking about no safety cars. He's done the same thing as what Windex did. He's far enough down the road that he's not going to call a safety car. And that has helped pretty much. That's probably not what Ryan Hurricane wanted to. Because that would have helped all the hard runners. The hard runners have been able to get to the end then. Well, all the hard runners now, like Shredder, Shikari, Wado and Pelly with all boxed for soft, mediums and got to the end. So that has helped him, otherwise he would have dropped that position. Right, Shredder's in the pits and he comes out in 5th position. He's gone to mediums, which is, yeah, it's a pit stop. He was probably expecting a safety car. Air Max 3-second time penalty, first time penalty of the session. But again, an early pit stop for the mediums. That's early. There's Arctic. We're on the ball with Arctic. We haven't really seen Arctic yet. He is the de facto race leader at the moment. He was the leader before he boxed. We didn't really get to see him because there's obviously 3 seconds clear of everybody and no one was anywhere near him, so he gets a bit of TV time now. And there he is. Not a lot is going on now because we're just waiting for the hard runners now to box. It'll be the next lap will be the hard runners, which is optimal. Yeah, so pretty much Pelly, Waddington and Shikari will probably box this lap because it is the optimal lap to box. It's just typical though, it's the X2 driver that crashes out first. Like, yeah. Yeah, but until Pelly, Waddington and Shikari box, we won't fully know where everybody is and where they are all relevant to Arctic. There you go, 21 seconds behind the race leader. So Pelly's right on that cusp of being right on his gearbox, you know. So as we were saying though, we did say that the medium and the hard start on were different, and this is showing it. Shikari, 3 second. We knew that was coming, didn't we? Be serious. Liam not get a time penalty in a race. Nah, you don't hear that. Right, Pelly, do you box? No. Waddington doesn't box either. Shikari does. So say if you can go for the longer, like I say, if you can go a little bit further on those hards, it's better for the mediums. So it is the right call if you can. Waddington is gaining on Pelly. It was 5 seconds, it's not now. Arctic is still staying at 21.2. It's Ryan that's Ryan now moves up to 4th, so he is de facto P4 now. It's going to be him to Waddo though. It's now what 27 seconds 27 seconds separate them on track. Obviously there's a pit stop there, and I think the pit stop's 22. Is it 24 or 22? Yeah, so Ryan's now 11 seconds off of what I think will be the leader. I think Arctic will be leading it still, but obviously that 5 second, he got for that damage. He would have had to not serve it, but the 5 seconds with the wing change is probably gonna be thingy. So technically, it's 7 seconds. He's lost because of the damage, and obviously the contact and the damage. He's also, didn't he have a 5 second penalty as well? Didn't he? I'm pretty sure he did. Let me have a look. Right. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, warnings, actually. Actually, yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. Yeah, yeah. I just looked through there. There's any warnings there. Right then, but again, Pelly, Waddington do not box, but they are now losing time to Arctic, so they've lost 2 tenths that last lap. So they are starting to lose time now. And Waddo's also lost a bit of time to Pelly as well. So doesn't look like though that Waddington is going to do that master first challenge unless a safety car or something helps him. I'm leaving the race, the gap to leader until they do their pit stops. Let's have a look then. Pelly, final corner. Does he box? No. Does Waddo box? I really think they should box. And they're not. So I wonder if they're trying to do the softs then. I mean, it is doable. We've seen it. We did see it. I mean, it is a fresh set of softs as well. But they're losing a lot of time now to Arctic. Down to 20.8 seconds now. It was 22 earlier. It's now down to 20.8. Mediums, yeah, that's what I mean. And they're only like that for 3 laps. I don't think it's the fastest way. And Mantic gets a 3-second time penalty. We think they're doing that. Fast lap is a Ryan Hurricane 22.559. And that is the gaps to the cars. Shikari is on the back of Mantic, and they both have 3-second time penalties. One's on hards, one's on mediums. And you're about to see why we say start on the mediums, because the medium runner is on the back of a hard runner. Liam could do is just saving his battery and having one hit on him, because Mantic hasn't got ERS. And he can just use the DRS to stay behind him and let Mantic burn the ERS. because all you need to use is about 3 or 4%, and you'll stay with them, and you'll be able to get back more than what you'll use. Watto has boxed. Yeah, he's losing way too much to Arctic, and I'm thinking now Ryan might be on that bracket of being right on his gearbox now as well. But obviously Ryan on the hards, Watto will be on the mediums. I think Pelly might have made a little mistake here. We'll soon find out though, because if he gets to, like I say, lap 20, 21, and Waddington does come out in front of Ryan, but only just. Yeah, but they'll only take half a lap to warm up. They're mediums. So by the time he gets through like Lesmo 1 and 2, he should be up to like 85 10. But say me in the championship, in realistic terms, because Pelly, and obviously Pelly is yes at the moment he's in the race, but Arctic is looking like he's going to win the race. Pelly's looking like he's going to be probably second, and then it's going to be Watto and then Watto in third, Ryan in 4. Which Ryan's main rival right now is Waddington and Pelly, which means he's not losing a lot in the championship, and he's got a what? Was it a 90-point lead or a 70-point lead or whatever it is? So I don't think he needs to pass, like I say, like me and Watto were talking earlier, Ryan just needs top 5 finishes. And they'll win a championship. Oh, and something's happened at the back. And Mantic has no front wing. And Shikari's in the gravel. Has Mantic gone in the back of Shikari going into Ascari? It looks like it. And that's moved Shredder up to P6, and he's going to move up to top 5 because there's no way Mantic can't. He's got to do it by league rules. He has to box. He's got major wing damage, and he has to box. That's the problem when you run, like I said, we were on about people breaking into corners when people aren't expecting it and stuff. Obviously with the way some of them drive as well, that they just full attack and late brake on every corner, well you can't do that when you're behind somebody. I don't know how many times you have to say that to people, but it seems to be an echo. Right, Ryan staying with Watto, 7/10, it's the only fight on track because Pelly looks like he's going to try and take it to softs. Is he boxing this lap? Let's have a look. He is! Does Pelly go to softs? We may as well watch it. He's the second pit stop in there, isn't he? So actually it's the third because obviously Mark, who ain't next year. But yeah, is he going to softs? Surely he's going to softs, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Yeah. Right then, where's he coming out to Arctic though? Arctic's coming across the line now in a second. He's going to come out in front or behind. It's going to be behind. Is he going to come out? How close behind? No. He's in range. What, Ryan Hurricane 22.177. I mean, I feel sorry for Arctic because he led this entire race. But championship-wise, Pelly is fighting for championship. He's not. So will he let his teammate past, or will they fight? There's 3 seconds gap separating them, and that means Pelly should catch up to Arctic. Because it's like about, what was it, 1.2, 1.3 seconds I think it is, difference between hards and softs, I think it is. I mean, I know it sucked for Ryan that he got damage, obviously, from Mantic at the start of the race, but at least we get to see the Waddington-Ryan Hurricane battle. It's what we actually wanted to see. It's a shame they're not on the same compound tyre, because I think it would be even more fun if they were. But Ryan's staying with Watto, but say Watto went that extra bit on those hards, so their mediums are going to be lovely for the rest of the whole race. Well, pretty much most of the rest of the race. Then they're going to be like the last lap, well, it might be a bit iffy. What's the ERS though? Watto's on 16, Ryan's on 56. Yeah, he's got the ERS advantage. Keep an eye on that thing with Pelly though. At the moment he's still staying 3.1. He's not gained anything yet. That's also the problem for Pelly, is he can't super send it and they go aggressive with those softs because they won't be very happy for a couple of laps at the end if he pushes them too hard. I mean, we've seen a lot of Ryan Hurricane in this race. We didn't see any of it last week, or well, actually not last week, it was Imola, wasn't it? Where he won the race by quite a distance, so we didn't really get to see him. But this week, it is pretty much he's the only battle on track right now. Is this one right here. But Pelly is now reeling in Arctic by a second so far. So we'll go on board with that as soon as it starts getting close. I want to see if Arctic is going to fight him, or if they're actually going to just say, we'd rather have the points and Pelly will fight for the championship, go ahead. It's going to suck for Arctic though, because I think he literally, if he went the hard medium route, I think he would have won this race, you know. So Ryan is 5 tenths behind, going to break his own. Waller's out of the RS as well, but that's not changing, so they are staying out there. What is Pelly doing then? Pelly down a 40% battery. What is Arctic? 20%. Yeah, it's a new. I'm trying to want to keep an eye on the Waddington and Ryan fight as well, because I still have a second, but it seems to be staying that way. But yeah, Pelly's on a rocket now, isn't he? But it's whether he can hold on to those tyres for the last couple of laps, because that's where it's going to be suffering majorly. Leave it for the straight, he's going to DRS, isn't he? And what could have been the idea then is Arctic lets him pass before Parabolica, and then Pelly gives him the DRS to help him turn across a bit more. And here you go, race lead, and it's softs against ours, which is pretty much no fight whatsoever. Arctic gives him all the room, and Pelly moves up to P1. And Ryan has got past Wallington on the same straight, and up to P3. Now can Ryan hold on to it? I'm wondering if Waldo didn't fight him because of what happened to Ryan at the start. I don't know. Because Waldo's like me, like if someone gets completely screwed at the start of the race, one that had been at the front, as normally I wouldn't fight him too hard and let him go, yeah. Especially when it's someone that shouldn't have been really sending it. I mean, I don't know. Waldo might be just fighting him. They might just. I mean, Ryan's probably telling him to fight him. I don't know. Because I think they're both very similar in that aspect, where they don't like it when the people when each other get screwed. Well, they're like basically both, all of us in our group, sort of thing. I like it. You just want to race. You got the main group of the guys that will literally, if you get screwed over, then we'll let you back past and we'll fight and whatever. Then the ones who want to fight. 121, 785. And here comes Waldo on the back of Ryan, back up to P3. Ryan backs out of it, and they tow. Oh, I wonder if they're actually towing each other. That might be a shout, actually. You know, they could be on a tow. Yeah, I've got a funny feeling that they've got 3 laps to do it. And they're only 2 seconds behind, so they could be getting back on Arctic. Could have a problem right now. Pelly might have just taken off and left Arctic, and Arctic could be in serious trouble from Waddington and Ryan Hurricane, because he is dropping time massively. There's nothing illegal about 2 rival drivers towing each other, dragging each other up the race of the track. We've seen it multiple times in that real F1. Yeah, Arctic is struggling majorly on those hards. Oh, what's happened? Ryan spun a parabolica. Oh no. He's still in 4th, but there goes any chance probably of a podium now for him. But he's got a big gap to Shredder, so he's just got to try and bring her home now. But there goes that fight for the podium for him. He's Wallington chasing down Arctic. Pelly's got a 2.7 second gap with 2 laps to go. And Arctic is now under pressure. They got about the same ERS as each other as well. But has Wado got enough of those tyres left to push? Well, he should have. And Arctic, I don't think is going to have any at all because they did an early pit stop, didn't he? Actually, no, he didn't. Yes, he did. He boxed a lap earlier than what the other game says. So yeah. I bet they're in the 60s at least. I bet the rear left's in the 60s. Whereas Ferrari, yeah, they don't want to lose that position in second, but 1st and 3rd is still a decent result. Shikari 3-second time penalty. You don't want to risk losing a position or losing the thing. No. I mean, so the thing is for Arctic as well, though. Yeah, he's don't lose points for Ferrari, but he also doesn't want to get the Ferrari basically dead and only have the one Ferrari finishing the race on a podium. At least now, even if he loses this position, he'll still get 3rd. But at the moment, they're trying to fight Alfa Romeo, so. Well, Pelly is thinking it, but we're going to try and run on board with this until we do the last straight. Well, DRS straight, sorry. This one coming up in a second. And then we'll go through Ascari and then we'll go on board with Pelly, because Pelly is only just going through this straight now. Wallington is going to try and make a move now. It's been this or never. And there you go. Arctic doesn't really superly fight it. Is he going to try and make move? Nope. And Arctic doesn't. Probably the right call, to be fair, for Arctic. He hasn't got the tyres, and I think he knows it. And Wallington moves up to P2. Doesn't go last to first, but he'll go last to second. But still, the prediction. Pelly gets his corner right, I will say. Pelly, be careful. That was awfully wide on now. I've seen 3 seconds given for that. Pelly wins round number 8 around Monza, Italy. There's only one collision. Oh, Waddington. Did Waddo just drop that, or did he give Arctic it? Waddo's just given Arctic and. Yeah. And his problem is he's helped Red Ferrari massively there by doing that in the constructors. He's kind of helped Ryan and hurt Ryan at the same time there. But Pelly wins it, Arctic second, 3rd is Ryan. I mean, Arctic did deserve that, to be fair. I mean, I think Arctic deserved the race win, to be fair. Yeah. So I understand why Waller did that, because of what Mantic happened at the start with Mantic and Ryan. I mean, Arctic probably did deserve at least the top 2. I think Arctic was unlucky not to win the race, really. But then Ryan, if what happened to Ryan didn't happen, then it'd be a different story. So, yeah. Yeah. So we'll get the classified results in a second. I'll do the prediction in a second. Wallington first to last challenge. Nope, he didn't, but he would have come second. Well, he would have come second, but yeah. So unlucky for. I'll say it's unlucky for Arctic, and I'll say Ryan as well if it wasn't for the incident, but he still gets a 3rd place. I'm hoping he does, Liam. I'm hoping Bauer comes back for 23. Let's hope. Alright, let's get the classified results once it loads, because this game's so fantastic. It's so slow and so fast at the very same time. I mean, I like the race winner, I just don't like the car, but good job, guys. Pelly wins it from P3, 2nd is Arctic. Well, technically, if you look at the podium, it went backwards. Person that started in 3rd finished 1st. Person that started, actually no, tell a lie. Arctic started 2nd, finished 2nd, and Brian started pole and finished 3rd. So it's a weird way of doing it, but yeah. So, but it is what it is. Fast lap for Pelly as well. Yeah, and the massive as well. Yeah, home GP 1-2, and it's also constructors massive points for them. There was a penalties at the end, but the three Shikari, Air Max, and Mantic were the only cars with time penalties. DNF was for Hayes, the only car that DNF'd. But podium, Pelly, Arctic, Ryan, Hurricane 1, 2, and 3, Wallow 4, 5 is Shredder, 6 is Shikari, 7 is Air Max, 8 is Mantic, and 9 was for Hayes. That DNF was the only car that did not finish. Thank you, Jeff, for joining us on comms. And we'll be back next week, 5 PM and 8 PM UK time for round number 9. But it is the anniversary weekend for XRL, which will means it is going to be Mexico. Everybody have a great... Yeah, 24th is the birthday, but we will be back for next week on Sunday, 5 PM and 8 PM for X2 and X1 for round number 9 at Mexico. Everybody have a great week, and we'll catch you all next time.